Everybody, this is Dave checking in. Now that my resume is public knowledge, yeah, I have a bad acting reel. So what? You know, when you're in LA, everybody says they're an actor. It's like when you go to Memphis, everybody says they're a songwriter. Give me a break. Taxi cab drivers say they're actors. Oh, he's part of a CIA actor elite that's run by Scientology to keep you. However, what my resume demonstrates to most of you is that I really know my stuff when it comes to electronic evidence and federal law and the violations of federal law. So let's talk about Jason Goodman and Trish, whatever her name is, Patricia Rogaine. I don't know what her name is, but I'm going to tell you something right now. I'm going to launch a crowdsourcing investigation to put you two assholes in jail for what you did to my brother. All right, Jason, so you want a reality show, LARPing around, live action reality? You're going to get it right now. Because I think I can prove to a prosecutor that you broke the law. I know I can prove to a prosecutor that you broke New York state law with your stupid privacy stunt that started this entire nightmare called the Seth Rich Files. Who spoofed the Seth Rich Files? Remember that, Jason? Remember when you were screaming hysterically at the camera? Which, by the way, go watch the Mr. Cat Eye video, MRCATI. It's an hour long. He explains the whole process and how you fit into it, Jason, and how you fit into it, Trish. So you want to start exposing people? Guess who we're going to expose? Jason and Trish. Now, I have a couple of allies besides the legal community because, as you know, Jason, I'm an expert when it comes to expert testimony about data privacy and internet security, and I'm one of the most highly credentialed people in the United States. And yes, I did work for the National Security Agency as a technical expert. And yes, I did work for Special Operations as a technical expert. And yes, I worked many, many, many jobs as a technical expert at the legal points and the technology points. Very few people can bridge these things, and I've had many attorneys tell me remarkable work, tremendous work. I've never seen anything like this. And now, Jason, you're going to go find an attorney to read my stuff. And we'll play this little game because my brother sits in a jail, and you have given him a complete mind fuck. And now when he probably believed in you and you told the world he was your best friend in life, you just abandoned him. Well, you're not going to do that to my brother. And your little troll squad has already destroyed my career, so let's just use my career for a new summer project. Let's crowdsource all the information we need to put Trish and Jason in jail. Let's do that. And you know what? I bet you I can get the maritime people behind me. I bet you I can get the Coast Guard behind me. I bet you I can get the Seafarers Union behind me, the mayor of Charleston, the governor of Charleston. Everybody's going to be behind me, you stupid asshole, for what you did to my brother. You could have intervened, you could have helped him, and you just let him go off the deep end. And we had guys like you in the military, and you know what, Jason? They all wound up in body bags and became oil stains. So we know all about your kind. And you know, here's the problem, Jason. Go call all your Hollywood friends, and I'll talk to them and I'll say, hey, we're going to make a lot of money on this. Jason's dead meat. Don't you want to get into our Patreon account? Well, there's a lot of people out there that want to start doing radio interviews with me. Hey, DeFango, wink, wink. Don't miss your big opportunity for about 2,000 people on a live stream. So Max Egan, who got screwed over by George Webb because Max Egan interviewed my brother, and Linda West, and possibly Truther Girls, and possibly Richie from Boston, we all are thinking about doing a show. And that includes Agent 19, and that includes Montegraph. Because Montegraph, I know your agenda and I know what you want to accomplish it, but the way through that agenda is Jason Goodman and Trish, whatever the hell her name is, Rogaine. And you know what, Jason? I'm going to make a convincing argument to a prosecutor in New York that video you did about DeFango is inciting violence. And we're going to see what a jury in New York has to say about your opinions. Or maybe we'll go to Arizona. What do you think about that? But I'm going to tell you something right now. I believe, based on my technical background and my experience and my knowledge of federal laws, I'm going to make an educated guess that this little file transfer game that you played around with, I think you broke federal law and I think you broke state law. And I don't think you want anybody to talk about it. So why don't we put the focus back on Jason and Trish and their use of electronic files and transporting electronic files across state lines for the sole intent of distributing them to unknowing and unwitting participants in their conspiracy. And Trish was on her live stream today talking about RICO. Hey, listen, Trish, do you want to play RICO? We can put a RICO case together for this. Not a problem. Not a problem. And you know what? Linda West and I already went through that. We had to put a RICO case together against Dallas Goldbug. That's why he's disappeared into the night. So you know what? We'll just dust that off and put your names on it and see how it works on you. Okay? Because you're not going to come around and try to push your way into this community that's been built up over the last decade and take a big, massive defecation on my brother's reputation and my reputation, by the way, and walk away after you shut down indirectly or directly, participating or unparticipating in some manner, you shut down one of the busiest ports in the United States in a terroristic activity. And I also think Homeland Security is going to be very interested in understanding more about these tactics. So have fun, Jason and Trish.